Hello everybody, it's SuffolkBlue, all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. Welcome back to merry old England. Here we are, Wessex. If you remember last time, we'd just taken over Sussex. Just to say, I have made one or two little tiny changes. Chichester is going to be the capital. It probably wasn't spelt that way. It was probably spelt Cicester, which was named after the son of the person who took it over. And the bishopric of Chichester actually we've put back to the bishopric of Selsey, which is correct for this time period. It wouldn't have moved until at least 1075, and the city of Lewes we're going to leave. So there we go. That's all now in place. Let's press the button and carry on going. We're now going to try and pursue claims in Surrey, one county above. We're going to see. Let's have a look at Surrey for a second. We've got Lambeth, the bishopric of Southwark, the city of Woking. Okay, that's interesting. So we're going to try again. He has an 8% chance of getting one. I'm not sure whether we'll get one this time round, but let's also now have a look at our laws. Oh, my liege, I've collected a tithe in Somerset. The money should reach you together with this letter, your humble steward, Bishop Segbret of Wells. And there we go, another 20 gold. Very useful indeed. Yeah, so we have got another supporter now, though, the Mayor Saxton of Ilchester. But sadly, not enough to get that law through at the moment, which is disappointing, but so tough luck. Let's try and get these people married up if we can. Send. I want to get some of our people married up, like people like the marshal. Is there a marshal here? Arranged marriage. We need some eligible bachelorettes. Let's go to intrigue. Let's present a debutant. 6 gold. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! We have a daughter. Her name is Wolfrithfrith, which I don't like that at all. Merithwyn will be her name. And does she inherit anything? She did not. Now, ideally now, we'd stop. Just one son would be plenty, but we may want to spare. So we'll see whether we get any more. Let's pick another title. Amass some wealth, I think. Okie dokie. We're going to cancel that plot now because we don't need it anymore. Laws, no, they haven't changed. Technology-wise, building up slowly, but not enough to do any increases yet, which is fine. Don't worry too much about military. Oh, debutantes, we just presented some, hadn't we? Okay. Are there anybody here that you can marry? Anybody here you can marry? You. Send. You're a bishop, you can't marry. You're my wife, you can't marry. You're a bishop, you can't marry. So, let's go to our vassals and have a little look. Offer. Arrange marriage with Orpha. Is it because she's a great... Is she a member of the Great House? Oh, she is. How is she a member of the Great House? Oh, she's not. She is of Hamwick. So she's now Anglo-Saxon. She's more important than he is. That's the problem. We'll leave that be for now. Main thing is that our council are now married at least. So fulfilled a marriage wish, which is what he wanted. So we have to be nice to these people to cajole them, to get them down the way to be able to pass me laws. It's all about diplomacy at this stage, which is not very good if you're a king. If you're a king that just wants to get stuff done, it ain't great. It ain't great. Theocracy. Theocracies are like minor republics. Oh, that's because that's the bishopric is a theocracy. Okay. Excellent. Let's speed up a little bit. Let's get some stuff happening. So, what was my wish? To amass some wealth. Let's get some money in, I suppose. I don't know how much we need. I suppose 1,000? Which is a lot of money. We're never going to get near 1,000, but that's what we'd like to do. We've got the 100. 8% a year in Surrey. Very quiet time at the moment. I keep it going. Nothing yet. Oh, I don't feel too well. This is bad. Ill already. He has a daughter. She's heir to the county of Surrey and she's naught. What do you reckon a betrothal might do? Arrange a betrothal between my son? He says no. He'd prefer a matrilineal because obviously that's the heir. He has political concerns and has a general reluctance. That's a shame. I'm feeling better, which is good. So if I can't take your land by marrying into it, then I'm afraid I shall have to take your land another way. Primarily by just marching all over it with large numbers of troops, bringing some catapults and flinging them in your direction. Let's have a look again now at whether we can do any improvements here. We've got castle fortifications. Yeah. Let's get these built. We want to try and build up now, bearing in mind that the Vikings are coming. They're not coming yet. Their primary targets are going to be down this coast. We are, however, still a target here. And, of course, if they come round here, we'll also be a target here, too, from the St. George's Channel. So we need to keep an eye out on both sides, which is a bit more risky, I suppose, than over here with East Anglia, because it was sort of all in one place. But this is a little bit more spread out along the south coast, which is, it can be quite difficult to patrol. Money is already flowing back into the treasury, which is great. So once we build that, I don't think there's anything else we can actually build unless 220 gold for that. So this, all we're doing is building a shallow moat surrounding the castle, providing another obstacle for attackers to overcome. That's all we're doing. What we'll probably look at doing is maybe increasing the tax-based revenues of all these over here as well, then, if we can't do anything else cheaply. It's unfortunate. We do currently, I was looking at this earlier, we do currently own Wiltshire here, which is part of the petty kingdom of Wessex, which is based here in Gloucester. And if you look at the de jure claims for this, you see Wiltshire is one of them, Oxford is another, and Gloucester is another. Wife's pregnant, hopefully it'll be another son as a spare, and then we can be done with that entirely. But as you can see here, Gloucester, Oxford and Wiltshire, all of these three here form part of the petty kingdom of Wessex. And I'm sort of thinking that would be a great thing to take over, as in this one here. We could then claim that as de jure, because we'd have more than 50%. You have to have 50% to be able to do it. So I might take, although, equally, the burghs, the clergy and the barons all claim the right to spoils from shipwrecks that capsize outside of Dorset. The rights to the spoils will be given to, now, they can come to me, which I gain almost no gold whatsoever, the commoners or the church. Probably going to have to go to the church, because I need to increase their opinion of me whilst I owe money to the Jews. So I'm going to say the church, which will help a little bit, because I need their troops. That's the other thing I'm looking for. But what was I saying? Yes. So I'm going to move you from here, come on, to here, to Gloucester. So we're stopping this one. Although, it is true to say that this is part of the petty kingdom of Kent. If we got this, we would be able to claim this de jure kingdom as well, because we'd have more than 50%. And at the moment, the petty king of Kent is here. We would basically claim his crown, which could force us into a war, which would be good. But I'm more interested actually of trying to take this one out of balance, and then moving up England. This is actually all Wales here. All of this is Wales. And we're not really going to get into Wales yet. We'll let them carry on doing what they're doing in terms of, attacking each other and going crazy. But we'll take over what we can around here. But if we can get Oxford, we can then claim the petty kingdom of Wessex for ourselves as well. We've also got Cornwall and Devon down here, but these are Celts. These are actually very different to the rest of us. Well, they should be Celts, or at least they were based on Celts. Unless they're not anymore. Culturally the same. Both kind, both state diplomacy. Okay, perhaps they are now. But they were certainly, they came from Celts to start with, in terms of their original history. And they've obviously also got a dragon. We have a son. Look at that. Isn't that great? He's going to be called Edgar. Okay. So now we've got an heir, a spare, and a daughter. I don't really want children. Do you know what I mean? Edgar. Okay. So I'd sort of want her to vanish. Sounds bad, doesn't it? But I don't know how many children I can really put up with. I might let it run, though. Although she's ill, so she could die at any moment. Although she just had a baby, so maybe that's why. As for me, actually, it's probably not too bad. Let's build another expansion in Dorset. We're going to build castle walls. That gives us a tax income of plus 0.20. Go. And the more we build, the higher this income goes, basically by 0.2. So 0.246 by 1, which doesn't sound an awful lot, but every little helps when you're struggling. So these are all built. We've got stables, castle walls, and castle foundations. Okay. Look at Mercia, though. It's huge. It's a really big chunk of land. Now, this is all going to get terribly confusing very soon. It's going to go up into a big old revolt, because that's what happens when Offa dies. Here's Offa. Look at this. She died anyway. I mean, it's as if I asked. I didn't do anything. I mean, it's terribly tragic, don't get me wrong. Terribly, terribly tragic, but I don't want any more children, so that seems to work rather well. Spymaster-wise, you can be my Spymaster. Let's have a look at our laws. 5 now support it, so Bishop, the Mayor, and the King, so we're almost pushing this through, but we absolutely do have, now, she died of pneumonia, but we have an heir, a spare. The Lords of Wessex have approved, thank goodness. An heir, a spare, and a daughter which we can sell off. Sell off? Did I say that? Marry off, I meant. Not sell off. That would be terrible. So good. That worked out rather well. Heir, spare, daughter, wife dies. Fantastic. Didn't have to do anything. Right. Which means I'm going to be alone now for a number of years, which does get you a bit morose after a while, but never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, which means I can now send my Spymaster, now that I don't need to worry about getting her pregnant, so to speak, to study technology. And I'm going to study technology in Norfolk, because they have a higher level than us, apparently. Off you pop. Be all those tractors. Okay. So you're doing that there. The next law change really wants to be... or it actually is primogeniture already. I didn't have to change any of that. That already happened, which is very, very good news. Women can inherit, but only if there are no eligible males. So she can't actually inherit anywhere. That's what we would normally change to. We've not been on the throne long enough, if memory serves. Yeah, we need 10 years at least, and we haven't done 10 years. Probably won't change that straight away, actually. I'm probably quite happy to leave that. So we won't worry too much about that. How much have we got percentage-wise? 10%! Ooh! 10% chance to fabricate a claim. Then we'll just march in and take that over. Dorset, have you finished building? Nearly! Money's already flowing in. Look, 4.18 now. I like this. Nearly done. And this is actually, we're just building a simple palisade to keep out the riffraff, but it won't delay a determined attacker for very long. And that will then raise our tax income for this particular area a little bit. Castle walls have indeed been built. Won't see that change very quickly. Okay. That needs to boot up a little bit more money. We don't have the prestige yet to be able to do very much. See, I'd quite like... I'm trying to think what I'm going to do when I die, because my sons, or when my sons come of age, they're going to require... Let's just pause for a second. They're going to require land. Let's have a look and see if we can marry any of these off to start with. Let's find some characters. Let's have a look for... How old is my daughter? 3. So we need males, not in prison, not married, not rulers, but any great house, any adult, no, my religion, my culture. Let's do it by rank. Sigrid, Petty King of Essex, is 9. Petty King of Essex. Now that's going to be next on our list. Athelred, Earl of York, is 12. Baron of Epstein is 4. A courtier in Durham. Athelstan, that's my son. Can't marry him off to my son. A courtier in Weiss. Do you reckon? The Petty King of Essex, she's 3, he's 9. Arranged betrothal. No, he says. Why? It's close though. Her skills let her down. What's she got skill-wise? Has she got some sort of disease? She's ill, that's the problem. Ah, okay. That illness needs to go. Please don't all get ill, because that would be frustrating. Yeah, we also get a slight penalty of having a short reign. You can see there, -8. Be okay. Okay, so men not so good at the moment while she's sick. So let's do the ladies. Let's do the ladies. Great house, yes, would be good. Ruler, yes, would be excellent, but there aren't any, so no. Okay, by rank. Courtier in Dunbar. Who's her father? Parent is Earl of Dunbar. She's heir to the... Where is Dunbar? Dunbar's going to be up here somewhere. Courtier. She's 12. Her father is the king of... And her brother will be... How old is she? She's 12. And I'm not that old yet for Athelstan, are we? You're 4, so we need to sort of keep within that remit, because they're not going to want to wait, because obviously ladies have a certain limited time that they can be fertile for. So we want to hit that. So age-wise, we could marry into the Northumbria. She's 4. She has no traits. Arrange a betrothal, maybe. Let's see. Athelstan, no. Still political concerns. I do find that strange, because Northumbria is quite a way away from Wessex. Okay. What about, let's go a little further afield. Courtier in Warwick. Well, Warwick is up here somewhere, is it not? So, what about you? That would be a yes. I quite like that idea. She's 3, he's 4. We're going to send that. She's ugly. Didn't see that. Oh well, we'll have an ugly queen. That's fine. We can always break it later. Yep. And the reason is so that I wonder if I can do... Oh, he's got an heir now. I'm going to break that betrothal now. It's not so good. I don't mind if I lose prestige. We'll cope. Okay. Ah, here we go. My liege, good news. During my mission to Wessex, I happened to meet the noble Mayor Offa of Hanwick. After proposing him not to divulge any information to the outside realm, he decided to share with me some of the military advancements he had implemented in the last year. Enclosed with this letter is a document describing them in more detail. Very good. Let's go and have a look at some technology. Now, we could do light infantry. Let's just pause this for a second. So this is all our technology tree. We can increase light infantry, which is going to make our light infantry more attacking. Archers attack more and archers defend more. Heavy does the same, but with pikemen and heavy infantry. Cavalry does the same, but of course with elephants or whatever else we're using. Sieges do become quicker. Shipbuilding, which obviously does for ships. And this is about military organisation. Which increases the morale of armies and the global supply. I think we're going to start off easy peasy with the light one, I think, because these are almost ready to come up anyway. Look, we were almost there for another one, so we'll go for light infantry. So that makes our attacking a little bit better. Carry on. I need to find you a decent... No, I can't do that. Although she wants to get married though, so let's have a look at our court. Chancellor, are you married? You are married. Okay, how old is she? 19. We'll get busy. Should be some children around here somewhere. That's good. Is he of my family? He's of another family line, apparently. Of the Sidicing. He's the same name as me, but apparently a different family. That's a bit sad. Oops, but I didn't check the others. No, no, no. Spy Master, are you married? You are, and you have a daughter. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. Nothing going on over here at all, which is frustrating. Can I move? Where's he gone? Study technology in Leicester. There we go. See if we can't steal some technology from there as well. I'm still looking for eligible bachelorettes. Epstein. Where's that then? Oh, it's all the way over here. She's 3. Baron of Epstein. She has no traits at all. She's certainly not ugly. This one's an imbecile, which is not going to do any good. This one's a genius, though. She's only just born, and she's a genius. I quite like that. Can I do that? Arrange a betrothal. Athelstan, he says yes. Send. Find a genius, marry a genius. That's what I say. Now she's going to be 4 years, okay, 4 years younger than my son, but it's good stock. Now, don't know what other things she may get. Of course, she could turn out to be a complete lunatic. But the main thing is that providing that she survives, she will be 5 years. She'll come to court at 15, 16. He'll be 21, perfect ages, and then hopefully we can have some genius children, which inherit some of the other traits we've got. He's about to do some schooling as well. Okay, siblings. Edgar, you are 1. Let's see if we can't marry you off as well. Anything nice or good in here? No, we've got an imbecile. Courtier of Northumbria. Or courtier in Hawaii. So we're about to take over Weiss. Galloway, but she's an imbecile. We're going to wait and see whether any more come along, I think, before we do any of that. But let's now just quickly have a look at men. Same reason, but this time for Merithwin. Courtier in St Albans. He's strong. She's ill. Unfortunate. She's 3, he's 5. Let's come down. Oh, look at this. Attractive and a legitimized bastard. He's been legitimized. And he's 0. Yeah, I think we'll probably have to go for... Who's your father? Are you an heir? You're not an heir, you're a younger son, are you? Yeah, you're the younger son. Don't really have any traits at the moment. We shall wait and see. We shall wait and see what we do with her, because oh, here we go. Who's these? Prince Carl's host. I don't know who that is. There's something going on, which looks a bit dangerous. We'll be alright, I think. Let's speed up again. Money's flowing in. Let's do some more building. We're going to do one here as well. Go back to technology and have a look. Not quite, almost. We'll be able to increase another one of those. Probably increase the heavy one next. So heavy and light will be 1 a piece, which should help us a little bit. We have got no money for a massive mercenary for these people. Steward is improving the economy here as well. Fort level is 3. So it's not great, but it's okay. It's 3, yeah, okay. Let's speed up. See if we can't get something to happen. Money just keeps flowing in. It's a very quiet period of time, apparently. Christmas comes and goes. I don't know if Christmas was at the same time. At this point, it might have been at a different time. It's a bit sort of those difficult transition periods for Christianity. Oh, look at this, nothing happening at all. People are just getting older and getting on with it. Right, that's my son has now reached his birthday. Okay, so his birthday is the 4th of March. He's now 6 and he's educating. I'm going to educate this child myself. Send. So he's now under my stewardship, which hopefully means some of my good traits will rub off on him and he'll end up being a particularly good. Why don't you like me? It's the demence is my problem. Can't do much about that at the moment. I could make another lord as one of the barons or something. Let's have a look here. What have we got here? Yeah, I can't really. Not without giving away one of my lands, which I'd rather not do. So we're going to keep that for now. We'll just keep being unpopular. Tough. Okay. Where is she based? Oh, she's here. Oh yes, Lancaster. I like that. Who's her father? Her father is the Earl of Lancaster. She has 3 sons. I wonder, any of these pretty good? She's the genius. He's nothing. He's humble, content, but angry. He's also 10. And he's heir to the county of Westmoreland. And he is heir to the county of Lancaster. I wonder, he's 11. How old is Merathwin? She's only 3, though she's far too young, I think, to him to even consider. Oh, 4. She's also ill, which is not good. She could pass off at any moment, which would be frustrating. But never mind. I don't know what he's doing. He's just floating there in the middle of the Strait of Dover, for heaven's sake. Make a decision, man. Land or go away. You're making me nervous. Okay, Gloucester. How close are we to a build here? Almost. Almost. We could speed that up actually, but I quite like them doing what they're doing. I don't really want to move them around too much. 10% yearly. Cuthrad is a masterful diplomat. Is he really? No one's going to inherit this. This is a republic type thing, so basically they're elected. So this is not an honourable. This is not a title which he can pass down. Oh, it's because I'm very slow. Come on, let's go a bit faster. Let's get some events going on here. It's very quiet. It's not normally this quiet. Normally I make you get hundreds of stuff happening. Actually, slow down a bit. Let's do some building. Somerset. Might as well build these things all over the place because they will increase our revenues, as I say. Walls have been built in Witten. That increases it a little bit more. I imagined a situation which became more and more intimidating, with an outcome that could mean life or death. I swallowed hard and decided that I would stay put and fight. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. I've gained the brave trait. Oh, that's useful. A daughter was born to Cutthroat. That's fine. Nobody cares. That's just my steward. Alison asks, will I rule one day? If you deserve it, you shall. He may get ambitious, diligent, and gregarious. I like all of that. The diligent trait. Good. Yeah. What did I get? Brave. Helps with martial things, and increases vassals' opinion as well. Quick, kind, and brave. That's a pretty good king. Still known as Athelred of Wessex. I haven't got a sort of extra title yet. No one's given me that. But yeah, that's pretty good. And these are actually starting to like me a little bit more, which is also very good. You just had a daughter, that was all. Again, still speeding along. 423 now. We've gone up a little bit. Speed it through. Very quiet. I'm a bit nervous when it's this quiet, because it normally means all hell's about to break loose. The prestige is building slowly. Castle walls have been built. We've now got to educate a child. Let's pause that. So this is Merethryn now gets educated. Now because she is a daughter and relatively unimportant. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? She's going to go to the Bishop of Winchester. Who is the sort of next most important person on the list. Another day at court and another endless procession of matters that you are required to pass judgment on, as yet another peasant drones on about his sickly pigs and the neighbour he believes poisoned them. Oh no, I'm getting morose. Got depressed. That can be dangerous. Can kill you. That's because she died, I think. He's only 37 as well. I watched my son Athelstan play with another child yesterday and noticed he didn't want to share his toys. He needs a lecture on charity. Yes! He got the charitable trait, so he's charitable and diligent. This is going to be a good king, I hope. Should be a good king. He hasn't got any of the blood traits, of course, but his wife will have a genius trait, so hopefully, you know, if they can both be reasonably good parents, we can end up with a good set of stock, and that's what we're looking for. Well, we're at the end. So what did we do this episode? We married off a kid-ish, ready to do that when we need to. An enormous amount of building as we try to build across our county to try and increase its money. Is Sussex building something? I might as well, because I've got the money. So let's just do that as well. That one. There we go. It is now. So yes. So we've got a son married. One of our sons married off. The next son we're going to have to try and find somebody for. Both of them are now in education. I've got a little bit depressed, and my wife has died. All in all, another fantastic episode of Crusader Kings II. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, remember to leave a like, any comments down below. I love to read through what you've got to say. But until next time, from the land of merry old England, you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.